Hey folks. So as I sit here waiting to charge in Manning Park, heading to UBCM with the rest of the team at City Council, I just wanted to let you know that I am running for City Council for a second term. I hadn't planned to. I had planned it to be a one-term thing, do what I could to help the city sort of prepare for the challenging times we face and face ahead. Obviously, climate change being our biggest challenge, but affordability, the challenges with our vulnerable populations in general, all were things that I tried to focus on and make an impact. And then and the plan was to be done. But over the last couple of weeks, I've heard from a lot of you, and it's been amazingly it's been flattering, I'll be honest, but also sort of a call to not let the great work we've done in these last 4 years get undone. And so I hear you, and I'll do my best. If you elect me, if you want me to stay on for another 4 years, I promise to work really hard to keep up the implementation of Nelson Next, both our climate emission reduction plan, but also as much our resilience plan to help us prepare for a changing climate. That means wildfires and dealing with our wildfire interfaces, dealing with the challenges that are going to come from increasing pressures related to water, smoke from the fires, the pressures of severe storm events that we've already seen on Nelson Hydro, but increasingly on slope stabilities and flooding and so on. And then the additional effects that challenge us as a community. And I think affordability is such a important thing that we need to keep working on. My focus has been more on transit this term. We've had a great team working on the housing side of the equation, but I think we need to put everything on the table and really challenge this. The problem, I think, is if we don't do our best to get a handle on rising housing costs, rising food costs, and the impacts that are having on younger people, and people that are working jobs that haven't yet caught up to the rising incomes in other professions, then we're going to see a further and further stratification of a further split between the people that have money and managed to get into housing and those who didn't. And the very character of our city is going to change. So not in a good way. I've been to towns, I've been to cities where they lost control of that. The only people who can live in the community are wealthy, and younger people just have no place. Those are not the kinds of towns or communities that thrive, and it's certainly not the kind of community that I think any of us want. So, that's going to be a critical issue as well. I mean, and there's so much that need to be worked on, but at the same time, there's an amazing amount of opportunity we have in front of us. In the last 4 years, this council has done a really good job of bringing in support from other levels of government, from other philanthropies and funding bodies. I would argue that we've brought in millions, if not tens of millions of dollars through those kinds of the forward thinking, the creativity, and that's just not only enhancing the prosperity by giving people jobs and creating new services and better services for our community, but it adds to our resilience. It makes us a more resilient community, one that can adapt to a changing world quicker and more and stronger. So I guess that's it. This is getting long, way longer than I expected. Yes, I'm running again. If you like what I've done, if you like what this council have done, then vote for me again. If not, that's totally cool. I'm hoping we have a great slate of candidates out there for you to choose from. All right, thanks.